And I don't know, maybe a second, and it might be a minute, right? So it's not long. I haven't got time to go. See you in a scene.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, 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 golden things. Mountain laurel high fives for miles in spring. Rainbow trout and a hummingbird wing. Golden, I'll follow only golden. Golden, golden things. Gold hair, gold rings, gold leaves, gold anything, golden. I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things. Walk up the river by my son. Feet step over splinters of the moon. Golden, I'll follow only golden, 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 golden things. Gold birds, gold string, gold words, gold anything, golden. I'll follow only golden, 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 golden things. Golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things.
Hello? Hello? Hi. Did that work? Do we have working technology today? I never know. If you guys could see my view, you would see tea, and you would see juice, and you would see obviously this is where I keep my cats when the cats aren't like on performing. This is where they live. This is the new one. Boofus is on here as well. And then we've got, see, because this is where I store all my pets. So if people get concerned, like, oh, you have too many cats, I'm like, well, I store them in here. What's the problem? Okay, little camera. Obviously, there's like holographic stickers and beads, and there's some things to post out. And then there's like two, I think these are Satsumas. I don't know, but they're oranges. Anyway, as far as I'm concerned, sure, an autistic orange person will be like, no, the tangerines. And then there's just clutter everywhere. Look, these are my pens. How many of you out there are like a stationary autistic people? Stationary neurodivergence as opposed to moving ones. Gotta have stationary. Can only use really one pen at a time, but Gibson? Come here. one whole Sabre. Sabre is here to say hello to everybody. Oh, sorry. Did I annoy you? I'm sorry. He's my familiar. He's my shadow. This boy. You need a third drink. I know. 2 drinks is insufficient. Plus the tea is nearly on because I was drinking it while preparing for the stream. So... Oh, down here is Tosca. Can't see Tosca right now unless she chooses to come around. And then behind her is Bruce. Bruce Almighty. And Emma is back here. I don't know who's in the cat beds. Oh, Boofus is in one cat bed. I think Polly is in the other cat bed. Princess Polly of Fluffybutt Castle. I have removed so much Polly fur. If you were here last week, you might have seen me vacuuming the cat live. Cat vacuuming live. I don't believe you get that anywhere else on the internet. Here's another one. Ooh, Gibson. Hi. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You did not expect the lift, did you? You did not expect. I kiss you. Why do you smell chips, mate? Why does he smell? He smells of like... Why do you smell like... He smells like the inside of an air fryer. I have no idea what that's about. I haven't eaten. And T Fairy's only just recently, just not long back. Tusk. This is the cat on the thumbnail. This is Tosca. I know. Tosca is lovely. She's very large. She's very soft as well. She's very, very soft. Oh. My pen's nearby. What's Gibson been up to? Well, Gibson loves Sabes very much. In fact, Gibson and Sabes are best friends. I just need to click a few things on my screen for a moment. Give me a second. Thank you. Sorry, my dock has moved. It moved monitors. I don't want it over there because that's where the chat is. So it's obscuring the most recent chats, so I couldn't see them. Talking of C, yeah, the lights are bothering me at the minute, so I've put some prescription sunglasses on. Very fashionable. Tiniest meow. Yeah, maybe he was inside the air fryer. Yeah, well, something's gone on. Something's happened. Something's happened. For some reason I keep seeing upcoming even though it's already going. Oh, right, okay. Well, last week we had some fun issues with YouTube because YouTube was doing some strange stuff with the comments. Like, sunglasses and jumper well coordinated. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's a good point. Thanks. I don't plan these things, I promise. Oh, is that a lie? Sometimes I plan what I'm wearing on my videos on YouTube when I'm making those videos. I would say 2/3 of them ish. I go, oh, I think I'll wear this today. Do you know what I mean? And then maybe a quarter to... It depends, like, if the video is taken, like, multiple days to do. Because I'm wearing whatever I'm wearing. As opposed to, oh, I'll dress up and go for a march through the park or the woodland or something. Yeah, it doesn't work like that. Like today. It's just whatever it is that I'm wearing. Scott, ask for my autograph. Why? Why? You don't need such things. I saw your comment in Discord about a week ago saying that you didn't get a hydrate pin, I think it was. So I'll add it to the list. I need to go through the post stuff because basically until June I can't post anything to the United States. I mean, I suppose I could go to the UK and post it from there, like from England. But yeah, I've got a lot on. I'm not going to be able to get to the post office. This is Bruce, by the way. Bruce Almighty. But what it does mean is that there's going to be a lot of Autistic mail going out. Midsummer. There's going to be an awful lot of midsummer. No, the sunglasses. Oh, do I look fashionable? Oh, the blue version of what you're wearing. Oh, nice, nice. Of the top. It's a nice top, isn't it? I've gotten kind of addicted to it because it's really, really comfy. It did come with an awful lot of tags. For some reason, it had a lot of tags. I don't know why they needed. It's almost like they printed a different sentence on each tag. So they all had to come off. It was like a bouquet of clothing tags. Like I don't know why. Most things have like one tag in them. Most tags are not that problematic, but obviously, if you want to have one on the back of your neck, it's like, what the fuck? Do neurotypicals, does it not bother them? Helen, how are you and family? How are kitty cats? How are snakes? Yeah. Like why would you have a tag in the back of like the neck area? What? Why would you even do it in the first place? It's the worst place to put a tag. We need to have a better convention. It needs to be something like, if you're going to have a tag on a garment, right? Either you have it like easily detachable on the outside or on a hem or something, or maybe it's on an arm. Do you know what I mean? Like if it's a t-shirt or something or a shirt, just put it on the arm and make it obvious where that has to come off. Like the skin around your neck and stuff is quite sensitive, irrespective of any sensory differences. And so, holy shit, come on. Not the best place to put a tag. If you're going to have a tag. If you're going to have a tag, put it on the very bottom. Sticking out. Away from people. Away from the wearer. Do you know what I mean? Or make the tag so obvious and ugly that, you know, it has to be removed. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, so anyway, this jumper came with an awful lot of tags. But yeah, I really like it. I've been living in it quite a bit. I might to get some different colours. I don't know why I made it a place to put tags. Yeah, it seems to be like a convention, but it's wrong. And it's always been wrong. It's always been wrong. It's like, well, put it there. Okay, here's one for you. Why don't you put the tag, instead of on the back of the neck, on the front? It's an even worse place to put it. Why would you do it? Do we even need tags, by the way, when screen printing exists? Piece of mess, we're trying to ship post to the US. Yeah, well, Scott, I literally can't. Our post office is not accepting mail. Well, what happens is anything that arrives in the US gets destroyed. And it's to do. It is a Trump thing, and it is a customs issue, and it is blah 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 blah. A new policy is pulled out of his ass, kind of thing. But the other man's taken a while to adopt to it. So yeah, but by June it will be earlier, but June is the end date for when they said that they'll have it ready. So I guess we'll find out. Yeah, I'm quite a customer at the post office. I've always kind of avoided going to it. They know me really well. In fact, let me tell you how weird this is. I went to the post office because obviously I post things to Autisticats quite often, okay? And they pulled an entire roll of customs labels out of the printer. They literally were like, "Here, Mike." And they gave me... This was a full roll, by the way. This is like, it was even bigger. This is what American Autisticats do to me. Not all American, by the way. This is worldwide. It's a CN22 customs form. But like, it is mostly America, right? But obviously Canada, Australia, I mean, even Brazil, you know. There's Autisticats everywhere. There's Autisticats in Malaysia, there's Autisticats in Japan. But yeah, whenever I've posted stuff to you guys, like, you know, books, whatever, stickers, pin badges, unless you're a Brit. If you're a Brit, well, you don't need a customs label. But it's mostly Brexit's fault, to be honest, because it's also every Autistic cat in Europe has to have one of these little labels as well. So I have to fill in one, you know, and most people are given bulk. But yeah, so they're like, "Here, have this." So I kind of feel, yeah. So by the time, so when I go to the post office for the American Autisticats, there's quite a lot of stuff. It's building up. It's like a little Christmas bag. You're all going to start receiving things. Yeah. Anyway, And that also applies for things like TNTLs and whatever, which I know I've been tired with TNTLs, but if you guys saw my, not my schedule, I guess, just life at the minute is very, very busy. My role is testament to dedication to autistic cats. I think it was writing practice. It's so annoying. Helen, it's so annoying. The other thing is, and I see your terrible handwriting comment there, I will let you know that my schools, and when I say schools, I mean like primary schools. I only went to one high school. But I moved around a lot, obviously. Ex-military family, so my dad did 22 years in the British Army, which meant that we moved house a lot. Anyway, schools banned me from using ballpoint pen, and I actually I don't know why they banned me from ballpoint pen. Something about handwriting and ballpoint pen. Actually, do you know what? Even to this day, I don't actually know what that could possibly be. Ballpoint pen? Apparently it's not good for practicing handwriting. Anyway, you have to use it in life. Postman Mike and his black and white and other coloured cats. Do you know what? I don't have a black and white one other than... I mean, Bruce has a token bit of white. That's his little bat symbol on his chest, which is why he's called Bruce, because Bruce Wayne, Batman. Dotty has a customary little white dot. They don't qualify as black and white cats, though. Like, a proper black and white is a tuxedo. Could somebody just let me know what the deal is with ballpoint pens? Writing with ballpoint pens is often sloppier. True. And also I like the gel pens because actually these ones are my favorites. So not sponsored, but I like the Pentel Energels. These kind of ones. I like zebra pens as well, but these ones are the ones I've kind of settled on as like my favorite ones. So I have a few different colors of them. I've got a pink one here. And obviously you can go for kind of like a thicker line, which kind of blurs out like errors with writing. I quite like these as well. These are Uniball Air. Uniball Air are quite nice. Because that gives you, it kind of like, it gives you a nice, do you know what? I should get the top-down camera on and start doing writing. Yeah, none of these pens feel scratchy. I hate scratchy. Oh, scratchy drives me nuts too. I'm with you on that. So this is a Uniball Air Micro. So this is the even smaller one. Uniball. I should show you my stationery collection. These are just the ones in current service. So these ones are not my favorite, but it's no offense to it. But if you have like a really small notebook or something, you can cram more in. But unfortunately, these pens make my handwriting look like a spider has just pissed all over a page. Okay, so this is a Uniball, sorry, no, it's not. It's it's Uniball Signo DX. But the important thing is it's 0.38 mils. Look, it's a 0. On the top here. 0.38 millimeter line. Like, it is not as... It's a tiny bit scratchy. I think, you know, but it is really good. Like, if, for a while I used to carry, like, a journal with me all the time, and I used to use this pen because I could fit more in. It's no good, though, if I can't read what I've written. Yeah, so I'm using 1 millimeter now, so it's 3 times bigger, and it's like there's a greater chance of actually being able to see what I've written. See? Okay. So like, I think I can show you this without doxing myself to death. All right. All right. I'm going to show you this. Normally this sort of thing is reserved for Patreon, but I'm going to show you because I don't really think this goes on Patreon because this is not for Patreon. No one wants to see this. But this is just a demonstration of the colours, and I guess my handwriting too. A little bit. You can't read this bit on the bottom though. You promised me you can't read this bit because that's my next video. So I'll put my hand over it. But it looks like this. Right? So, what we got going on here is like just the filming stuff for the video. So, you know, camera settings and things at the top there. Just a reminder. I filmed this one in 4K 24 frames a second. Oh, no, this side here. 4K 25 frames a second. Because, you know, cinematic. And then, you know, I just a reminder to change the shutter speed. And then, no, this is fine. You can read that. It's okay. No, you can't read this one. This one. There, don't read that. Don't read that one with the right hand. There you go, because that's the next one. See? It's not too bad. What does that say? What does that say? I don't know what it says. Okay, you might have just seen a little spoiler there for the next video. Not bad handwriting. Okay, cool. It's all about getting the right pens. I put in tons of effort to make that handwriting legible and good. There's worse examples in here of like, well, better examples, I suppose, of terrible handwriting. But I can't really show it to you. But that one I just did, so there you go. I saw London on your own. It's not that. Solitude is not a symptom. Yes, this is true. Yeah, where did you... It's a good quote, that. Laughing in a crowd. London's on your own, vo vitre. I've still studied handwriting because no one knows how to teach left handwriting. Fair enough, Wendy. That makes sense. That makes sense. How are the cats? I didn't have my glasses on. Got their handwritings, which is nice and nice. I feel slightly vindicated now. This is good. Yeah, Sam, sorry, what did I miss? Well, about half a dozen Taylor Swift references. You missed the $1 million giveaway. And you missed a really big cat. Oh, by the way, cool vid, Sam. I've only watched 5 minutes of it so far, but cool return to form. Oh, Mike hasn't adopted shit. You guys did it. This is. I don't know what's my role in all of this. Literally, other than admin, very little. What have I done exactly? Like, except for just like the administration stuff. I'm basically an admin assistant, and you guys did it. I had no role in this whatsoever. I mean, at any point. You earned the money. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, it wasn't really about the money, I guess, but it's a treaty of university acknowledged that Mike really likes cats. None of that. I did nothing. I did nothing. Nikki, I can't admin for shit these days. Yeah, well, to give you a story that's relatable, this went on for months longer than it needed to. Do you know what I mean? Purely for admin reasons. For the rest of the cup of tea, you can adopt a tiger. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to drink this raw green juice. with prebiotics. That's good for GI, isn't it? Often imitated, never duplicated self, Mike. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Miss Pat, and thank you very much for all your encouragement and for being here. I really mean that. I see your comments on every single video, usually multiple times. I'm not... Oh, Emma! Hi! Yeah. Emma. Oh, she's just woken up. She hasn't had time to do her hair and makeup yet. She says hi. Prebiotics just means fiber. Oh, okay, so they get that for free then. They haven't actually put anything in, because that's all this is. It's just raw. It's actually quite nice, by the way. It doesn't taste like it looks. It looks like Moddy Pond water, but it isn't. It tastes very nice. It tastes like apple juice. Maybe with a bit of mint in it. It says it's got celery in it. I fucking hate celery. I can't taste it. It says it's got kale in it. I'm not a huge fan of kale either, but spinach doesn't taste of anything. It's got kiwi in it and ginger and pineapple. So probably the kiwi and pineapple are kind of overpowering the other stuff, which is just medicine effectively, you know. Might have been discussed, but are you getting off Discord? Oh, is this in relation to Discord's big political drama? What I'd say is currently no plans, no, but if anything happens, you guys will be the first to know. You know, I'll communicate everything effectively to you all, I promise you that. I think I have done quite well, if I pat my own back there, on the you know, communicating it. So yeah, we'll see, but there will always be something. It probably will be Discord. Discord's probably going to have to start unpicking some of its recent decisions. But yeah. What I would say with respect... So with respect to our Discord server, the Scratching Post, that is a community server which is not an NSFW community, which means that age verification is not required for it. So I have not completed age verification myself with Discord. But if you are part of any servers that are flagged as NSFW, then you will have to do age verification. So as it stands, there is no age verification on the Scratching Post. Thank you for keeping it. PG-13 is probably not right, but like, thank you for keeping it off the requirement for being verified. Thank you. That's how we do it. It's how we roll. But yeah, if they think you're a child, which is really strange because like, I don't know what metric they could possibly use for that. Or you are involved with any NSFW servers, no judgment. No judgment. Then Discord does have an NSFW problem, by the way. There are a lot of spaces that are not safe. Discord does have issues as an organization, but not the Scratching Post. Emma, I'm going to move you. Is that right? There. Thank you. Oh, sorry. What happened? Why the noise? What did I do? Did I do something wrong? Are you hurt? 1 second, please. We do the check. I think you're okay. We need a vet visit. Thanks. Got a couple of kisses from him. I think he's okay, but that was very disconcerting. That was not a normal talk thing. That was pain, so some things upset him. He may have a vet visit in his future if you do that again. I'm now alert. I'm gonna watch him. You're on a board called Autism After 40. There we thought we think you might be a teenager. Might be the AF that gives it away. I find involving Palantir an issue since resolve short. Oh. I don't even know how organisations like that and even get bloody government contracts, you know. It's, you know, clearly the wrong side of nerd culture. Paul Sabre. Yeah, no, I think Sabres is okay. You're right, dude. But I'll watch that, you know. Maybe when I picked him up, I pressed his tummy, you know, and who knows? I don't think he's got a break or anything. I'm feeling all of his bones and stuff. I'm going to need a bigger cat. Graft, the answer is graft. Yeah, pretty much. A graft privilege and a spoonful of luck. But then it just reminds me, like, so I don't know. I didn't really want to get too political. There is bizarrely, there is a posh UK private school. Not that the other man doesn't have UK posh private schools, because it does have one. But coming over to the island to advertise themselves. So I thought I'd look them up. This school it's in the north of England, and it's a private school. And it's kind of like a middle school and a high school kind of combined. And I looked at their price list, and literally just to attend the school, it's like $250,000. It's like £300,000 or about $500,000 US just to do education. And I sort of clicked through the school's kind of webpage to have a little look at it. And I'm not even sure quite what you're buying. Except for a little black book, and you're buying, you know, you're buying into the world which allows you to have businesses like Palantir and, you know, to operate in politics. You're buying in at a fast pass, effectively. What, Emma, right? I can't, right? Emma? Yeah, I love you too. They have been fed. Emma. Thank you. Right, this is a problem. When I say this very pretty cat is a problem. I love you, Emma. You're very good. Yes, you are. Yes. Yeah, but she's going to swear, and then everything will be demonetized. Yeah, so this really, really expensive kind of school. That's Emma, not me. And it's like, what the hell? No, not per year. No. 300,000 is for the whole education, minus expenses and trips and you know, anything else, all the other stuff. That's the basic tuition. For a kid from like 11 to 16. 11 to 16. And it's like, holy crap. That's not even like full board. That's like just like Monday, Friday, go home at the weekend kind of kid. And you think, what are you buying exactly? Like that's the cost of a house, like a nice house. Like what, you know? And if you have multiple kids, you know, if you have 3 kids, that's $1 million. You're literally spending on their education. That's not even their college or university. It's not like your uni fund or your college fund. That's just school. It's like, what is the point? Why are you doing that? And yeah, part of the reason is the little black book. It's the networking. So you start to pay for normal school stuff, you go to millionaire school. Yeah, you do, yeah. And that includes the expensive trips as well, because a lot of those private schools, you have to literally go and, you know, pay for skiing trips and holidays and field trips and blah 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 blah. There's a lot of extra stuff. That particular school didn't have any scholarships on their website, no. But yeah, a lot of them do have scholarships. My dad went to a posh school via a scholarship. for a little while. He likes to keep that quiet, but you know, I've just put it on the internet. My dad's like properly working class, but he got a few years in a posh school. Scholarship. What's up with you, Emma? Went to boarding school. What? Sabes, I'm concerned now. That was just telling me off. That was a don't do it. I think Sabes has got to go to the vets. I don't know what for. I don't know. What's the matter, Sabre? Talk to me. He doesn't want me picking him up. Sabes. We can be broken together. I wish I went to school like that. Well, I mean, it's quite nice to go to a school with small class sizes, right? Is that the new kitty, not Sabre the other? What, this one? This is Emma. Cranky pants for a day, Sabes. Yeah, I hope he's alright. I hope he's okay. He doesn't normally kind of tell me off. He's a bit croaky. He's a bit, you know, when cats kind of get to kind of late middle age kind of time. Well, not late middle age, but Sabes is now what, 12. He's also physically disabled, so there's a few things to watch out for, particularly with the cats with the missing front leg. There's issues when they come to jump down. We've had a lot of cats with amputations. It's easier. It's kind of, if you are going to have an amputation, it's better for it to be one of the front legs than one of the back legs. But there is a risk of like injuries to the bones in their front leg when they jump down. And Sabre is not careful with himself. Yeah, it's environment. Oh, Sabre's a boy. This is Emma. She's a girl. Yeah, and look, I get the whole kind of environment thing, because environment is incredibly important. And there are a lot of crap sort of state schools in the UK, you know, but yeah, still, wow. Oh no, Sabre's on my desk now. He's over here. He looks happy enough. Well, I say he looks happy enough. He's a bit like staring and looking around. I wouldn't say he's like delighted right now. If I get the dreamies out, you'll see him throw himself around, which is not smart for him. What are you doing? I'm gonna go and grab Tea Fairy. And we'll have a little look and see what the issue is. Which means we're going to take a quick 2-minute break. So I will see you in 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Soft, turn the key and cooler on. This a pause for relief. Free pass, you don't even have to ask to be the cat in the sun. Someday I will see the whole deal through today. I've got better things to do, okay, to leave a little bit undone and be the cat in the sun. aside every empty spreadsheet line and loosen up on the grind. Simmer down, settle back and mess around. Be the cat in the sun. Someday I will see the whole deal through today. I've got better things to do. Okay, to lead a little bit undone. Be the cat
Hello.
in the sun.
Sabe seems fine. He's eating right now. Yeah. Thank you for bearing with me. Such is a live show. What am I reading? Emma. Emma. It's good. This track is lovely. Emma. What? Yeah. No, don't do that. You're gonna. That's Emma. Seems to have recovered really well. Seems quite healthy. I'm sorry. Cats can do quite well on 3 legs, and I hope her leg recovers really, really well. But if, God forbid, her leg doesn't, they can manage. They can do all right. They can live quite long, healthy, happy lives on 3 legs. Oh, Emma now. Hey, Ems. Hydra and Anna are at the door like zombies. Trying to get in. I'm trying to keep them out for the moment. Okay. I might have to go up and get some cat treats. Right, what am I missing? Sorry, my brain is broken from everything. Okay, it wants to go out now. Okay, this is my life as a human slave. The cat. Hi, just say hello. Say hello properly. Hello. She says she doesn't want to. Hydra! This is the ferret. So currently, yeah, 2 torties. Is that Gibson or Polly? Probably Polly. Sailor Memory, say hi. Hydra, yeah, that was Hydra, yeah. You knew what you signed up for. They are such a pain in the ass. Polly, come say hi. Polly, say hi. Polly. This is Polly. All of this is Polly. All of this. This is all Polly. Is this? It's the ferret. What are we looking at? Hungry ferret. Hey, potty train curly. Fortunately, I'm going to have to leave that to the Colorado Autisticats. You know who you are. There's quite a few of you. You're going to have to get report for duty. And if you thought Hydra's litter tray was bad, the Curly's one, it's pretty... If you don't know what I'm talking about, have a little look at the YouTube short I just posted. Most private schools in the US are religious as well. Are they actually? I think most of the ones in the UK and well, I mean they are kind of mildly, but not really. Like it's not. They're just very posh. Where people say scone, like phone, as opposed to scone. That sort of thing. Sounds just like saying I thought Sarah was behind me. Oh, well, I mean, as soon as Dottie arrives, she sounds exactly like Salem. I mean, they are siblings, but you know. Yeah. That kind of like, because if they're a human, they'd be going, no, don't want to. But as cats. It's hard to, I can't do the impression. That's what they sound like. Seems gone, like gone. Yeah, exactly. It is. I say scone like phone. I'd like to ask everyone a quick question. Quality of the stream in terms of latency, is it better or worse than normal? The reason I ask is because it's still ultra low latency, which means there's a few seconds delay, but nothing much. It is pretty live, but the actual bit rate is lower. So hopefully it's still good. Why is there different ways to say scone? Well, in the UK, which is quite a small place, it's not like America at all. Like you can literally drive across it like quite easily in a day. Literally something as simple as a bread roll can have like half a dozen, maybe more, different ways of pronouncing it. It can be, help me out guys, it can be like a cob or a balm or a tea cake or a bread roll or a muffin or a blah blah blah. There's like, there's so many more. All for an identical batch roll. They're all the same thing. It's just different ways of describing it. BAP. Yeah. And it's like we can literally go through all of these. Like if you go on like a little road, a tiny road trip, if you could literally drive for like half an hour, and every time if you stopped every 10 minutes, you can potentially have like different words for the same product, just a baked bun / bread roll / balm cake / bap / muffin / it's the same thing. It's really annoying. Sam has just sent me a picture of her cat, Lexi. This is Lexi, isn't it? Can I show this to the stream? Can I show Lexi to the stream? This is very pretty. Okay, she's on my phone now, staring at me. Tiger bread. Yeah, tiger bread's the same everywhere, but tiger bread's great. They're right, little whingers. Yes. Would you like any toast? It's. Do you know what? It's similar to that toaster sketch from Red Dwarf, except the toaster, the AI toaster, was actually saying different products, whereas in the literally in England we have. I can't show the cat until Sam, because Sam's just texted me a picture of a cat. No context. I just hope, and it's like, can I show this to the screen or not? Can I? Okay, I replied. So if she's gone, she can tell me. Where are you going? Cats with consent. Oh, yeah, exactly. Well, I'm not just going to show stuff people send me. I mean, there isn't a full disclosure, everyone. There's a certain amount of like time and energy and everything like in a day, and I shit you not. This is Lexi. This is Yosam Disam Lexi. Look how cute! Look! She's very, very pretty. She's very dignified. It's so interesting. So sweet. Yeah, she's got that kind of like almost Siamese kind of fluff color. That's hard to explain. It's that kind of like mild brown kind of. Yeah, she's very demure. Thank you, Quasar. Yes, she's very demure. She's very pretty, very respectful. Yeah, she is. Hey, Polly. You can't hear me, can you? No. Never mind. Last week, Polly got vacuumed. Sorry, everyone. You might have noticed I've prepared nothing for this live stream, but that is not for want of like doing nothing. I have a video coming out soon. Can I spoil it? I don't want to spoil it. I think you'll like it. I think you'll find it interesting. I think everyone will find it interesting. Why do autistic creators all have the best cats? Do you know, like, some of them don't show their cats enough. Some of them. Oh, hey, Yannicka. Some of them don't show their cats enough. Like, do you know what I mean? Like. They need to. The cats need to be more present. The last video was so great. Ugh, I don't think it was. But you know, it was a video. Like, I guess the point of it is there. Does the new video have cats? No. I mean, they all have cats, but. Yeah, the new video doesn't. It's not a cat. It's not cat related. It doesn't really have cats in it. I think you're all seeing a pattern with my YouTube content now. It's kind of all about agency. It's like it's the most important thing in the world, and it's part of the reason why a lot of people struggle without realizing it, or why some people have an easy time without realizing it. This is also true. I'm not trying to say, you know, if you went to posh school and have super wealthy families that you have an easy life. You just have a different. Your life is calibrated differently, rather limited, I would say. I tend to find that people that are super wealthy or super privileged tend not to have great life stories. I'm not saying this, but it's like it tends to be like, where did you go on your gap year again? Oh, Vietnam. That must have been amazing. That must have been interesting. And it just sounds. It's like the world's worst info dump. It's like, do you know what I'm trying to say? But it's like, it literally is like, so important, or it is a privilege in some respects, to have had one's environment customized around you so well. I don't expect Moomin. Oh, thanks, Charlie. Oh, thanks, Granite. Appreciate that. All done, no info. Yeah, Nikki, exactly. Like, and I'm not trying to say like comfort is something like, I wish we all had a bit less cortisol, a bit less anxiety as a group, as a royal we. And it's not like, hey, if you could wave a magic wand, everything's comfortable, everyone's living like in like those people riding around in Wall-E, doing nothing but hedonistic entertainment all day. That's kind of not really what I'm saying, and it's also not probable or realistic, right? But agency is so important. It's so important. And it's something that gets stripped from people when you receive certain supports as well. When very high support needs autistic people end up in a form of institutionalized care. I don't want to say institutionalized because it kind of brings up one foot over the cuckoo's nest vibes, but you get what I'm saying, right? You kind of lose your agency. It's like, right, upon admission, your agency, you can leave that at the door. You don't need that anymore. For the rest of your life until you're dead, you have no agency. You've got people to do everything for you, but you have no agency. And it's like, fuck, man. I definitely am not going to start making value judgments here, but like, it's like, I wouldn't want to be in that environment. To be able to make choices and to be able to affect those choices. I'm not even talking about financial freedom. It's about, it's environmental, a sort of an environmental freedom, and I guess to an extent time freedom too. And I'm not shitting on obviously jobs and work and whatnot, but just having some choice, right? The whole point about the lonely and solitude thing is like solitude is chosen, and that has been studied so much. By the way, I know I dumped like 15 studies in there, but actually there's so much more. I just went for the bigger ones, the in my opinion, the better supported evidence. But realistic, it's kind of weak source studies, because it's like, well, no shit. If you're, at a party or something, or you're at school and you're seeing friendship groups that you're excluded from, etc., blah, blah, blah. No shit, that feels bad. I mean, look, come on. I mean, I could write a fucking thesis on that off the top of my fucking head with no sources and no external supports, and it would be understandable because you've all had very similar experiences. Okay, fine. But I guess what I'm trying to say is like, hey, look at what the neurotypicals are saying. I'm not commenting on the neurology of the researchers. I don't know them. Blah, blah, blah. But like, my point is like, hey, kind of look what they're doing. Look what they're saying about this. It's so important. And, particularly the study, which was great, by the way, at reducing limitations, because it literally had people somewhat generally lonely read about agency effectively. That's what they're reading about. They're reading about agency and like intent, and going, oh, fuck this. I'm going out for a walk. I'm going to go and sit in the dark for a bit. I'm going to go and do my own thing. I'm going to go and sit in the corner and be peaceful. But reading about the benefits of doing that, and they became happier. And it's like, I know it's kind of like slightly brainwashing yourself kind of a little bit, but it's true. Like, it's the most important thing. Just agency. Be more Snufkin. There you go. We got the movement straight in there. It's exactly Snufkin. It's exactly Snufkin, for those of you that know Meme Universe. Yeah, totally, yeah. It's chosen. It's not a yeah, fuck you, and then, you know, ostracization. It's not exile. It's not sent packing into the desert with nothing more than a pointy hat and a stick. It's intentional. It's chosen. There are lots of, you know, this is used as a trope so much in all kinds of stuff. But someone meowed. It wasn't Sabes. It was Emma. Yeah. So I guess what I'm trying to say is like, hey, if you're going to unsubscribe, take a little doggy bag with you of just like agency. In fact, you know, the transactional analysis stuff, when I talked about games people play, the original book and thesis by Eric Byrne, the US psychologist. Well, largely speaking, the concept of transactional analysis, yes, it's to model human behavior, human interactions, social interactions, but at the heart of it, about moving into the adult ego state is about agency. It's all about agency and treating other people as though they have agency, talking to their adult state, being neutral and speaking as adult to adult rather than as child to parent or so on. If none of that makes sense, I have videos on it. And probably more. I mean, people seem to like those. But yeah, it's about building agency. It's so important. Cats. Cats have agency. Emma wants to be here. This is my problem. I have to deal with it. Oh, Emma has attention. She's on my lap right now. You can see the tail. You see this? Yes, we have 3 cats, Emma, Polly, and Lucy, who are colloquially called the Witches of Eastwick. They love each other. They're frenemies. They don't hate each other. They actually go to each other for company. But they're quite spicy with each other. feel like the best parts of the bed usually, or whatever. What? Emma is now choosing that she wants to be here. Now we have conflict. Cats are the incorporation of agency. They are. They're very agentic beings. They self-powered, self-actualizing cats. And then when I think about autism, and I don't even mean ADHD, I haven't even opened that tin for a second. And you think about the sort of toxic environments of school, which really do strip you of agency. Intentionally. It's part of the industrialized education kind of trope from the Victorian era, right? Like, make factory workers, make politicians. That's it. Those are the only 2 choices. Go. It's kind of, it is difficult. It kind of also kind of explains PDA as well, but I'm not proposing like a model or anything. I'm not doing I'm not even doing Quinn's excellent triad thing, his veracity, but it's more just about agency. It's not even necessarily independence, but yeah, it's a bit hot take, but you know, agency tends to get stripped in return for supports. It's not really a YouTube video. It wouldn't really make sense. Maybe I'll stick something like that on Patreon, but it's just my thoughts rather than a well evidence-based video. I feel like I make. Yeah, some of the hot takes are just Mike shit talking, really. What do you want, Paul? I've been in the house that the Witches of Eastwick was filmed at. Seriously? How come? What? Polly? That wasn't me. I didn't touch her. Polly, are you okay? She's fine. I won't laugh at you. You must never laugh at a cat. It offends them. Some of them, it really offends them. Polly's fine. She's walking very dignified, but she just fell off the edge there. I need to clip that for YouTube. Yeah, she just literally just went like, she just literally just slid. I think she didn't fall far. Like literally, like my bag is like this lower from the desk, so she just fell onto my bag and then onto the air purifier and then off. But that's very funny. That's very funny. Is Mike tired? No, Mike is not tired. Mike is whelmed. Mike is whelmed, not really overwhelmed, because the over stuff currently is just falling away. There's a problem for either future Mike or someone else to deal with. But yeah, Mike's whelm counter is full. Mike has very little extra capacity right now. The whole disability support system in the UK is based on independence, is to keep yourself alive. That's it. Yeah, that's it. And agency kind of gets in the way of that, Harriet, as you know, from that kind of systematized, institutionalized model of care. You know, someone with agency going, I want to go for a walk today. It's like, shit, how do we make that happen? Do we have enough staff? Can we do it? Can we keep someone safe? Can we do it? It becomes this complex calculation. The provision, by the way, in the UK is that agency and independence are the most important thing. That person and what their opinions are and what they want to do, even if they have their capacity removed, they still have opinion. They still can choose. But again, it's a bit mealy-mouthed because they kind of can't, right? Yeah. Some parts of life suck, but I think we shouldn't dwell on it, but also we shouldn't not talk about it. Personal viewpoint. Just my opinion. Jeffrey, is your white cat deaf? It's a bit of a trend with white cats. So Polly has a brother called Gibson, and Gibson is not deaf, but Polly is. In fact, they actually look like very different cats. I mean, they're both white in terms of, you know, coloration, but Polly's got the really thick, sort of luscious coat, and Gibson is a bit more sort of. Gibson's a bit like a street cat almost. He's a bit more unkempt. He's not. Polly is like, and I've forgotten her name now, but Polly is like the white cat from our Aristocats with the bow in her hair. And there's tricky space for any daily support. Yeah, it is possible. I need someone who just understands autism properly to come in for an hour a day talk with life stuff. Agree. Yeah, and you know yourself better than anyone else. That should be possible. Oh, by the way, FYI, Charlie, you should look into an autism charity. By the way, as a client, that's what they do. There's a big one called Autism Initiatives, which it's here on the Isle of Man. It's also in Ireland. It's in the UK as well. I'm pretty confident it is. And they literally do exactly that. There are many others. National Autistic Society has a list. Autistica, I think, have a list, but I'm going off of old neurons here that might be misremembering. But there's 3 things there that are definitely worth looking into. Here's another one that's really annoying. Yeah, Charlie, honestly, you need to look into them, and as a client. Like, yeah, I mean, we're getting kind of meta now, because my brain is like, I flowchart everything in my head, and we're like eight blocks along now, and I feel like it's getting a bit tenuous. But like, to receive a lot of autism support from the third sector, you'd need a formal autism diagnosis, which is really annoying because there are a lot of people who are autistic without one or unable to get one, which then locks them out. It locks them out of even things like tea parties. It locks them out of anything, even mild stuff. It's really annoying because a formal diagnosis is the key to a lot of these activities and services and supports. And if I want to go to block 9, like go even more deep into this one, there is kind of a driver for autism diagnoses amongst, for example, intellectual disability population, because if they can also get an autism card, it unlocks more appropriate services for them. It's not even about autism or an autism diagnosis. The system is fucked, everybody. I'm not going to make a video called the hidden autism epidemic. People with learning difficulties, learning disability in the UK, intellectual disabilities in the US, obtaining autism diagnoses in order to access more appropriate sports. But that happens. And it's like, you can't blame anyone. Makes sense. It's got nothing to do with autism though. Well, maybe it does a bit, but like, so frustrating and weird. But for a lot of people, obtaining, a formal diagnosis or even self-identification, like it's not even about that. It's about gaining an understanding of yourself, which, by the way, is super important. Do white cats often have hearing loss? They do. Albinism and eyesight. Yeah, that's true for cats as well. There's an element of that as well. But yeah, white cats and hearing loss is related. Supported living is mostly focused on the elderly, but yeah, and infirm, but isn't entirely. Supported living is a flat, it's an apartment, but with well, it's called a warden, but it isn't really a warden. It's just it's a young adult, usually working part time, comes in the morning, makes themselves a cup of tea, sits in an office, and then presses buttons on a wall, which wakes people up and says, "Hey, how are you doing?" And they go, "I'm fine." He's like, "Cool." But then again, it's like it's service, so it's like service departments. That's it. That's what it is. That sounds like that would give you the independence you need. You got to find it. Like, where is it? Like, yeah. Why am I upset about no support without diagnosis? I'm not sure what support I need. Don't know. More deets needed. Hello, Doogie, by the way. Good to see you. It's given to whether you can actually eat. Blah, blah, blah. I know someone who started living supported in his 20s. He thrived there after struggling alone. Oh yeah, totally. There's a big gap between support with like admin and living skills and life, which, by the way, just to throw this out there, that can be anyone, by the way. You can be neurotypical and have just had a very bad day on your way to work, say, and got hit by a truck. Anyone is literally half a second away. Who, what about those that suffered a stroke or something like this? This can be anyone. This is not a group of like, oh my God, we don't know how to look after people. It's literally just, it could be anyone, any of us at any moment, for any reason. But yeah, the amount of support you need varies, and it varies in life, and it varies at different times, and blah, 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 blah. Autism or not. Autism will give you the reason for the support, but doesn't change the fact that you need or do not require support. It just is what it is. I'll tell you what it's not. It's not a number. No offense to anyone who's been trading on their level number, but it doesn't work like that. Cue the emails of how invalidating I am. Believe it or not, it happens. Helen, I worked with houses with small groups of young adults and elderly. One of the best jobs I had. It's a great way to be. It's a great system. Some places have got fantastic ways, especially for the elderly. They've got some like mock-up streets. Well, literally they are actual streets, but they're all quite pretty. Purpose built. Much better than being in like a, you know, an old folks home or something. I wish I could have live subtitles in life. If you think glasses that have this feature one day, I'll be first in line. It already exists. Facebook do this. Is the Meta Vision, is it? They were called Project Orion, I think it was. The Ray-Bans. There's a new one with like a little monochrome display on the right side. It's coming. Like this is how things are going. Automated, personalized subtitling, captions, closed captions. It would be great. I don't know how YouTube doesn't support closed. I mean, literally reading a sign here that says does not support closed captions unless I slow down the latency. That's the offer. If I go to a slow latency where like the stream is delayed a minute or whatever, yeah, captions are fine. When I went to a Moomin Theatre performance, they had live subtitles. They projected onto a wall. That really is awesome. I love that. Why not do that for everything? I love that. Yeah. Oh, door shut. Sorry. Come on. Oh, hi, Sabes. Real life. Put a cat on keyboard with subtitles. They have live subtitles in the opera in my hometown. Really? I need to get out more. I've never seen this. This sounds amazing. Like amazing for everyone. Like, who wouldn't want that? What a cool idea. Everyone is so well behaved today, says Yannicka. Yeah. Amazing. Hello, Gemma. Welcome. You've arrived into a stream. You've missed a great deal of... Sorry, I'm just looking at Anna Ferret. She's sitting on top of the fish tank, but it's bowing in. Anna Ferret is literally, I don't know, a couple of centimeters above the waterline. Ah, oh, she's gonna... I don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss it. This... she looks... She's kind of like, you know when cats do that like small movement, but what they're really doing is trying to get comfortable because they're thinking about napping there. Oh, she gonna be wet. Yeah, so I don't know how entertaining this is, staring at this screen right now with nothing. I used to have captions on my live stream in the box about here-ish. I need to figure that out again. So basically that was all done client-side. That wasn't done on YouTube. That was like all client-side auto captions. It was mostly right. Occasionally it would be amusingly wrong. Who are you? Dot dot. This is Dotty. That's how rude she is. That's... No, Dottie is lovely, and she lives here. Normally I have a little fleece here. But she's got a bit of a mouth on her, hasn't she? You woke up my cat. Ah. That was rude. That's not rude. That's self-advocacy. It's just rude. She's just. Come here. Julian, don't go. Come back. Julian's gone. I know how to get him back. Catnip fish. Oh yes. Emma wants the catnip fish. I'm gonna have to. Emma, you can have first cuddle of the catnip fish. Emma was like, yeah, bang. She's chewing it now. Oh, Emma! I've never seen her like that. Yeah, I'll take him. He is the tiger. Nikki, look. This is Jasper. Jasper. This is Jasper. Nikki, we can co-parent Jasper if you want. Because Jasper is very affectionate. He's very large. He's big. Ow! Sorry, he's just climbing. Ow! Mate, you need to work on your claw action. This is a tiger. It's a big tabby tiger. Look at his butt. Look at his face. Jasper, up a bit. Look at how tiger he is. All right. Jasper. Okay. I should probably have sealed this up. I gotta go change my trousers. Look. Sticky green cow juice. Okay, quick break. Like ads and shit. It might be 2 minutes. Right, remember to hydrate. Okay, everybody. Hydrate. Sticky kale juice. All right, okay. What's going on? I can't see this flipping print. Oh, that'll do. Okay, I'll just press the button labeled Auto Sad. If Nikki would like Jasper, just let me know where I'm posting him to. He eats a lot. He's very big, knocks things over, a very clumsy cat. He's very pretty. Auto sad. Dumfries. Oh, not far. I'll ask him. I'll ask him. Okay, there we go. Oh. Okay, there is a little bit left. It's this green juice. It's pineapple, spinach, kale, celery, and ginger. Co-parent one of your cats will just be an aunt. You can be an auntie if you like. The pizza is the opposite of sad. It feels quite glad. Yeah. It's dangerous to go alone, apparently. Take this. So, always remember to hydrate. Thank you, Tea Fairy, for the cup. Remember, available in the merch store, by the way. Still very current. Still very in season. So as I was saying, a lot of autism YouTubers don't do lives. Oh, the bottom of my socks are damp. I'm gonna have to change them. Right. I think they've got a point. I think they've got a point. Oh, the pizza is very happy. It's very lovely. And my Tea Fairy also dropped in with the Yorkshire. Oh, Fran, amazing. Amazing. We can be Yorkshire twins. Oh, no, it's just the bottom of the socks. I've actually got really thick socks on. Cheers. No, I can't feel the wet. I just like, oh, the socks feel a bit cool. And I just felt the bottom and they're mildly damp. Mildly moist. So I will go and change them. The hoodie is very, very nice and it smells lovely and it's very, very well. It's very well laundered. Actually, to be honest with you, once you wash one of these, they become less fluffy. So I held off on washing it for ages, but it's been washed loads now. So it's kind of, do you know what I mean? It's a bit bobbly and like it's a bit thin in places, but actually that's better because it was a bit too cozy before and now it's like slightly less. So it's perfect. Oh, Sage is outside and wants to come in. Okay. Don't slip on the... Sage, I don't want to pick you up now because I'm worried you're going to make noises. Do you want to just let yourself down? Can I help? Very gently, I'll help. Right. While you were out, there was a bit of a mess. This is a cat window service. Sabes went outside for a wee or something. Oh, Emma. Oh no. I know. Emma's lost her mouth. Fish. Emma's lost a can of fish, but she's lost it behind my. I've got like a little desk kind of drawer table thing, and she's now digging behind it, and that's where electronics are. Emma, no. Oh, she's going to pull the cable out. We are going to lose the stream. like we are totally gonna lose the stream. Emma. Right. Yeah, I know. I've got to find this flipping fish now. It's not there, Emma. It's on the floor. Found it. Right, you lost it, Emma. Fish. Yeah, I have to. I'll go sort my socks out, but obviously, Emma, you want this? You have to. You go over there, please. Please go that way. Emma, please. I love you. Emma's looking violent. I have to change my socks. Okay, so we had to do a 2-minute ad break. We'll be back shortly and we'll do after party in a bit, but right now, this probably will just be 2 minutes. Thank you very much. I pressed the wrong button.
Turn the key and cooler on. Push the pause for relief. Free pass, you don't even have to ask to be the cat in the sun. Someday I will see the whole deal through today. I've got better things to do, okay, to leave a little bit undone and be the cat in the sun.
Returned a little early this time, I think. Am I on time? Let me know.
Set aside every empty spreadsheet line.
A little less chaos would be nice.
Loosen up on the grind.
Right.
Simmer down, settle back and mess around.
Oh, YouTube's just done the ads, so I will wait 10 seconds.
Someday I will see the whole deal through.
Oh, right. Okay. Bringing order to chaos. I feel like we were getting there. Oh yeah, I hate wet socks. Is probably one of the worst things. The socks I was wearing were really, really thick though. So it's really cold at the minute. So I put on some like super thick socks. So I didn't know that they were a bit wet. They just felt a bit off, if that makes sense. And I put my hand on the bottom and I'm like, ooh, they're a bit damp and a tiny bit sticky. So I must have trodden in the residue pre-mopping. As I was saying, hey Sabes, you feeling better? Please feel better. You're stressing me out. Oh, you want pizza action? Come on. I'm scared to pick you up now. I'm like, you can come in, but are your feet in a super goes? Yes, I'm no longer wearing thick socks though. I'm wearing thin ones. These ones. These ones. They've got sharks on. Yeah, sharks. Shark socks. He's a lot happier now after having some food and going out for a pee. I subscribe to a lot of, not a lot of, there's a few YouTube channels that I follow. A bit meta this, but it's about YouTube. And that's kind of, in a way to kind of like get a bit of a heads up on what new changes YouTube are doing or what's going on. Like what's new, what's, you know. Anyway, they all talk about like authenticity and stuff. And I'm like, yeah. Need a bit less authenticity and a bit more polish. That's what's needed. No, authentic can go away. I don't want to tread in sticky plant syrup smoothie. Microtron in a smoothie, but Jasper spilt juice everywhere. Jasper is going to his new home in Dumfries and Galloway. Actually, do you know what? Do you know what is weird, right? I can literally see Dumfries and Galloway from the island. Like on a good day, obviously, like it needs to be not foggy and rainy and stuff, but you can see Dumfries in Scotland, and you can see Wales, and you can see Ireland, and you can see England. But you can see, I can see Dumfries. Yeah, you get quite a nice view of it. Not much of it. Not. It's the Kirkcudbright kind of bits, but nothing. It's all non-specific landmass. But yeah, you can see it. You can see Hungary and Slovenia. Nice. You could send Jasper on a fishing boat. It'd sink it, Wendy. It'd sink it. Do you know something? I think Jasper is such a tolerant, lovely boy. Right? He's just a big boy with a fat head. And he's lovely and very loving, and I had to, for the last 2 nights, he's been insisting on sleeping on my head. And that's too much. From the Merrick, what's the Merrick? Harriet. I don't know what the Merrick is. You should tell me when you're waving, and then I'll take a picture. Then try jet ski. Yeah, Wendy, someone from Dumfries, I think it was, actually rode a jet ski to the Isle of Man during the COVID lockdowns. Was it to meet his girlfriend or something? All I know is he obviously nearly died, but got here, ran out of fuel, just before running out of fuel. And I had a bit of a ding. Oh, somebody subscribed rather than unsubscribing. There's no notification for that. Oh, welcome, Hope Springs a Turtle. Hope Springs a Turtle. Oh my god, that's a great username. Hope Springs a Turtle. Hope Springs a Turtle. That's really funny. Girlfriend. Okay. What happened, Wendy? Where did the story go? Oh, it went on to daytime TV. I remember that bit. Because obviously they got interviewed by like morning TV type of thing. But what happened? Did he go to jail? What happened to the jet ski man? Just Google jet ski Isle of Man, folks. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's really funny. I bet he had wet socks. Sabes, I want to pick you up, but I don't want you to say to be. I don't want to hurt you or anything. What's going on? I want to throw you over my shoulder. Come on. Can I do this? Oh. I have a degree in cat handling. He hiked over the mountain, that's true, and he was arrested and imprisoned. Yes, but then what? Like, he's not still in jail for that, is he? He's got to be out now. Sentenced to 20 years of marriage. They broke up. like really quickly, like, but yeah, it was really funny. But he did. He was a soggy boy, and he was hiking. He was obviously. I have multiple meltdowns in my time with wet socks. You know, when I go diving, I have dry socks. I carry spares. I literally have spare dry socks in the car right now, even though I'm not diving at the minute. I've got dry socks in the car. Same thing. I always take extra pairs of socks, but here's the thing. I wear like bamboo socks. Those are the same socks I go diving in. I wear the same socks. And then literally when I finish diving, I put my normal shoes on. And then I come home. I'm wearing the same socks because I'm dry. It's great. I can really recommend it. It is amazing to be dry. From a sensory perspective, dry suit diving is just amazing. It's like I'm dry. I'm in the ocean, but I'm dry. I'm in the fucking ocean. I'm dry. Sometimes it leaks, obviously, but it's not that common. Got to admire the grit and determination. Oh, definitely, yeah. I had about a year where I bought socks wherever I went in case it happened. I do that, Charlie. I keep a spare pair of socks. The cool thing about bamboo socks as well is that they're quite small. Like, they don't take up a lot of space. The socks I was wearing when I got them a bit wet this evening. Sabes, can I pick you up like this? I'm getting a bit concerned now. Like, I'm picking them up wrong or whatever. Post Emma video on Discord Pets channel. Yes, please, Yannicka. I need to binge the Pets channel on Discord. I haven't been in it for about, I don't know, a good few weeks easily. So I can do a binge. Wet by sweat is gross. It is, Asthea. It is. I'm going to try bamboo socks once my life calms down enough. You do. You can also order them on Amazon, like or wherever. Just get some cheap ones. And effectively, instead of cotton, they're just great. I know people swear by all kinds of things, but bamboo is such a good material. I'm kind of blown away by it. I'm properly won over. I haven't found any really nice bamboo t-shirts or anything like that. It's only bamboo socks that I've got. I don't know that they must exist. Menopause is a hideous time as an autistic person. Yes, I feel like there's a lot of people going through perimenopause/menopause at the minute. It is probably currently my number one requested video topic to make about, but I don't know whether I would be the right person to make that video. There are other content creators, female content creators, that have made that video, talking about menopause and perimenopause. I have things to say. I'm not going to. Maybe on Patreon. Okay. Is it Tensla's made bamboo? If the name rings a bell, bamboo towels? I've never tried, but I bet. I'm kind of super intrigued. I am 100% in team bamboo socks, though. Snake, Charlie. He was basically a living stim toy and gave me a nice pressure wrapping around my arm. Oh, Charlie. You need to work a bit harder selling that to me. I've never in my life heard a neurodivergent person say, "Oh, this sissing thing is a stim toy." Look at how tightly it grips. Yeah, I think no. I'm on team no to snake stim toys. But yeah, you do you. Hey, Willow. Willow. Willow! Willow, you've not been on the stream in ages. Willow! Oh, she's just like walked off. She just walked off. Willow is so sweet. She's like Mog from, well, Mog. Mog from Mog. Snakes are a great stim toy, says Helen. Snake was so nice and calming. Mrs. Biffle Chips loves snakes. Lizzie from Creative Autistic does menopause, perimenopause videos. Ashley, thank you. Yeah. Lizzie, Creative Autistic is great. I can recommend. I'm not saying I won't talk about it or make content on it, but I feel like the benefit of lived experience, I can talk about being in a relationship, right? That aspect of hormonal differences, I could talk about with the greatest respect. But like, yeah, I feel like there's quite a few female content creators doing a fantastic job at that. Yeah, I'm giving lived experience that I can't. I don't know that a data dump is it's something I've done a lot of reading on and research on for reasons, but like it's not. You know what I mean? I totally appreciate. I really appreciate people saying, "Hey, would you mind making a video about this, that, and the other?" Everything goes on the list. Okay, nothing has, unless it's like something I've done already. Like generally speaking, everything goes on the list. I have a table in Notion. I add everything to. I even add your name next to it, so I can say, "Hey, this person suggested making this." But yeah. Would Nina join you in chat to go in a video? Yes, but not while she's working in her current role. Lizzie's videos on menopause are really good. I will watch them. I haven't seen them, but I have seen a lot of other videos Lizzie's posted, and she does live streams too sometimes. Thick bamboo towels are very nice but very heavy. All rayon is heavier by volume than most fabrics. I don't like stuff that feels like sticking to me, if that makes sense. Like I've had like bamboo boxes, and I think I've had a bamboo t-shirt before. Yeah, I've had one bamboo t-shirt before, and it just feels a little bit like. Obviously they're stretchy and stuff, but I don't know. I don't like it. Like they weren't on me for very long. I'm like, this is not pleasant. But yeah, I love bamboo socks. Plenty of women in Discord, creative experience to be used to share. 100%. I'm not doing it. It's just you'll notice every single video I've ever made has got my personal experience in it, and I can't give personal experience in that respect. This is a 100% cotton t-shirt, but and the other thing about cotton is it holds on to like water. So like a cotton towel is quite nice, but bamboo doesn't hold on to water. So would a bamboo towel be that nice? I don't know. Hey, I love bamboo socks though. They're so good. Membrane material is not necessarily thin. Like polyester as well. Polyester can get quite staticky when it's like low humidity. I'm very sure about a lot of my issues and how many of them might be just menopause. Yeah, hey. If we send you off to do a menopause video, we know we'll get a 2-hour heavily researched banger pack in about 8 to 12 business months. That's kind of my point. Except I can't do. Mike would end up becoming a gynecologist. That's my point. That's my point. It's like there's no. I can't learn about it in the same way as, say, for example, even AVA. I don't look. I'm not gonna host a long conversation on this, okay? Because I really don't want to. But the whole profound autism thing is like springing up again, like fucking big time right now. ABA as well. ABA is having a bit of a resurgence at the minute. ABA is pushing. Oh my fucking god! There's so much ABA shit out there. The whole ABA / profound autism. I'm not saying these things are connected. They are connected because people in the ABA camp and the profound autism camp, they are the same people. I could list the names right now. I could literally give you a dozen names. But like, these two things are separate. Like, but they're kind of not. But they are like they are different things. But yeah, the whole profound autism thing has gone fucking insane right now. There's been an article in New Scientist, The Guardian even, blah, blah, blah. And it is pissing me... Sorry, this is a vent. But like, it is pissing me off that newspapers are pushing the profound autism thing. They're giving like a paragraph to the opposite side, so to speak. But the opposite side is like not the opposite side. There's no such thing as... This is not like a fucking... It's not politics, man. It's not some weird and shitified debate. Profound autism is intellectual disabilities. And there's no stigma. I'm not chucking stigma or anything. It's just profound autism is intellectual disabilities. That's what it means. And it's like, holy shit. And it's like, does the autism spectrum need splitting up? New Scientist, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's going big right now. In the news right now, if any of you pick up newspapers or whatever, newspapers are going fucking wild for profound autism right now. Just letting you know. I'm not planning on making a video about it because I think you're all going to be sick of hearing me say the same thing over and over again. Because I'm sick of saying it. And it's not an argument. It's just the original Lancet Commission proposal literally says, kind of, basically, and I paraphrase, the biggest problem here is this is about intellectual disabilities, it's not autism. It's not profound epilepsy. It's not profound IBS. It's profound, it's intellectual disabilities. Yeah, RFK Jr. saying I can't do poetry or play baseball and taxes 1 year. I wonder if that means I'd get a rebate. Hi, Chinooka. To where you guys are. Yeah, it will do. Yeah, because the news... What happens with the news, and I'm only saying this because I've watched it happen with respect to all the autism coverage. I've watched it grow. I watched it grow with the autism reversal twin study, that bullshit, which was posted in the Telegraph, and then it got picked up by the Daily Mail. Immediately, it was posted in a bunch of other papers as well. And you can literally see the posting time. Some of the papers that are politically affiliated all post at exactly the same time because they've scheduled the post. And then the other papers start picking it up like 5 minutes later, 10 minutes later, an hour later, 2 hours later. Then the BBC News, blah, 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 blah. Everyone else starts posting it, but they all post the same thing. They copy each other. So basically all of the news, traditional news media, just copy, with respect to autism, they've just copied each other. They've just literally copy-pasted each other's articles with a few word changes. It's very, very frustrating. And that happened, obviously, with Autism to Universal Study. It happened with a whole bunch of other things as well. It's currently happening with profound autism. And it's really, really annoying. Because there's no critical... None of the journalists writing about it have actually read the fucking proposal. They could even load it into ChatGPT and ask for a summary. I'm sure, like... Actually, I don't think that would work. I don't... You just have to read the damn thing. It's not hard to read. It'll take like an average person like 20 minutes to read the whole thing and understand it. Ignore the data tables and shit. Just read the words. Profound autism is intellectual disabilities. That's it, Alan. Guys, that's it. There's nothing else to it. It's it. That is it. Profound autism equals intellectual disabilities / adults with learning disabilities in the UK. She has nothing to do with autism. There are no autistic traits in profound autism. None. And I mean that clinically, diagnostically, it's got nothing to do with autism at all. That's not to say that they can't be autistic people with intellectual disabilities. There obviously are. Obviously a large group. It's not 26%, as Kaylin Partlow often says. So yeah, I didn't want to go into a big thing about it, but I'm just raising it for you all because you're gonna see it. It'll be on social media and shit fairly soon. Julian's got the catnip fish now and he loves it. He's cuddling it and licking it. He loves Julian, of all of the cats, loves the catnip fish more than anything. All the cats love it. Emma, you were being very antisocial with your catnip fish. It's the same catnip fish, just sharing it. This communism fish. You all get a turn licking the catnip fish. No. But it's just, yeah, it's all over the press and it's all in the media and everything. And I'm not going to make a video on profound autism, not just yet. Give it a bit of time. I'm losing. I would lose the will to live to say the same thing again on a long form YouTube video. Maybe I'll do a short form one. Do you guys like shorts? Let me know in the comments, like right now on live chat. I insist. I filmed the short sitting down, holding my phone, and I can see why a lot of people do that because it's easy. I'm gonna cry. Complex autism. My mum was often called a complex patient because of different multiple. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, well, that is used quite a bit in the medical field. Yeah, complex as in like multiple conditions interfering with each other in some respects, diagnostically. Yeah. I watch them depending on who it is. Medium and longs preferred. Shorts. Shorts are cute. No, not shorts. Wear shorts. I mean shorts like social media videos, portrait ones. The ones where people do skits and are entertaining and things. I've done skits before, but they've never been shorts. Well, I don't know. Maybe the dancing of the cat, why I love cats might be, but I put them in long form. Complex dizzy. Yeah, so like, I mean, I don't know. I like 3 hours long form explorations. Actually, I do as well. I think my favorite video length is 1.5 hours. I actually really like 90-minute videos, almost podcast type. I like long video essays. I literally put them on while I'm doing something else. There can be video essays on anything as well. I was listening to a whole lot of video essays on Disney cruise liners the other day. That was the most recent one I've been on. Because, don't swear at me. Yeah, I love you too. Yeah. Good girl. Can't stand shorts. Oh, really? I tell YouTube to show me less. I press the button on the shorts thing and go show me fewer shorts. I don't want to see them, like on the homepage. But that's me. I don't know if you guys like watching shorts. Stop it. What? Which one? All right, you want to be there. Okay. Yeah, but that's where the cable for the camera goes. That's this little USB-C cable. Yes. Her head is leaning on the port. Yeah, on the cable as it goes into the USB port. Yes. Okay, good. Thank you, Emma. Might enjoy YouTube kills. Maybe the complex autism to be shortened to autism, so we sound like some sort of critical. Look, it would make sense if they want to talk about the group of people who on the Venn diagram, intellectual disabilities and autism. Fine, okay. I wouldn't call it profound autism because it isn't. There's nothing in the category that has anything to do with any of the autism traits, characteristics, features, or if you want to say symptoms, they're not in there. They're totally different. It's like, so, yeah. I think they're beating around the bush calling it autism because or it ain't. I think statistically, a lot of that group, the vast majority of that particular group, will have ADHD too. They should call it profound ADHD. Like, statistically, you know, more than 2/3 would be ADHDers. So, profound ADHD. It's got nothing. It's got like, yeah, and they might dig a stim toy. I don't know. Like, they might dig a hyperfixation. What do you want to do? I don't think it's a replacement for the R word, or, you know, calling someone one of the other ones as well, like idiot, moron, whatever. Blah, blah. I don't think it's about that, because that's intellectual disabilities, which has got far too many syllables to be used as a slur online. I don't think you'll find any Xbox lobbies throwing learning disabilities 7 or 8 depending on intellectual disabilities, 10 syllables, as opposed to all the other slurs which are 2 syllables. Yeah, but yeah, it's intellectual disabilities, and it's like you wouldn't call that group profound ADHD, even though using the same logic it works. It's like, because it's just like, weird. How weird is that? What else would that group be? They'd be predominantly and overwhelmingly male. So, does someone in the chat want to explain why I'm wearing the pizza top? Yeah. Yeah. You could call them profoundly male, I suppose. Doesn't make sense. You could say... I like profoundly ADHD. Because it's got as much to do with ADHD as autism. I think profound ADHD is much better than profound autism. Changed my mind. Oh, Emma's got her fish. she's just a little sneeze. She's just like, bah, 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 bah. I rarely see her that happy and animated, but she's really cheerful right now. She's usually a bit of a grump. And she's very happy right now. She's basically a kitten. Are there any female incels? Yes. A conversation for another time. Only because, you know, it's a whole big topic. But yeah, there are female incels, and it's mostly the male ones that you tend to see. Profoundness depends on my regulation. Yeah, I get more profound the more regulated I am. Is that not true? Any profundity goes out of the window when freaking cats are misbehaving. Socrates was a profound male, but that doesn't mean he was profoundly male. Yeah, fair enough. Well, it does, because... It's not the wrong place to talk. It's just, it's another stream. It's on the list of videos as well. Not specifically about female incels, just. It's a bit dark, so another time. More energy required to climb that hill. I'm profanely autistic. That needs to go on a t-shirt. profoundly uplifted by the kindness and solidarity in this community. It's the best community, Marcy. Also, in part, thanks to having you in it. You know, you kind of, that idea of karma or getting what you give, kind of, in terms of, not in terms of energy, I guess, but in terms of ethos and vibe. Do you ever get anti-found when dysregulated? What's anti-found? What's anti-found? As in, like, not... Oh, okay. I don't know. Opposite profound. Oh, opposite profound. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I do. Yeah. So lower energy. Yeah, it's definitely more anti-found. Tiredness, stress, blah 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 blah. You know, masking, blah blah blah. All these things reduce profundities. Maro, there's. I'll drop an idea in here for you. There is an argument. I've seen it online. The incel, various, you know, color-pilled comment, you know, communities have got, or autistic people are drawn to those communities. It comes from this idea that autistic people are susceptible to being manipulated or to receiving sort of harmful messages from certain cultures. See why this has to be a video or something else? I don't want to say groomed. It's like a lot of words have got the wrong vibe to them. A lot of wrong kind of. Oh, Kira to you too. There's quite a few of us from New Zealand in the community. Not me. I'm on the opposite side of the world to you, but there are New Zealanders. You got some pizza on your Udi? I have indeed. It's better than having green juice on my everything else. Conditioned, yeah, conditioned. It's weird because the psychological argument is autism a vulnerability to being to extremist propaganda? Okay, like is autism is being autistic a trait that is going to make you more susceptible to extremism? That's kind of what I'm, you know, the heart of the argument. And that can be anything, like terrorism. It can be like, you know, but, you know, incel propaganda is a big one. You know, Andrew Tate stuff. The thing is, I don't know, because, you know, my gut feeling is it goes one of two ways. One is that we kind of are a bit like, well, try and organize a group of autistic people, like herding cats. And then the other flip side to that is, okay, so indoctrinated is a better word. Yeah, Karen, thank you. Yeah, indoctrinated is possibly... Indoctrinated implies, though, that you're part of that cult and you're being loaded with this shit. So it's not really indoctrinated, but it's close. It's good. It's a good term to use. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good term to use. I think... Wendy, oh yeah, I'll I'll drop some deets in the Discord. Brainwashed, yeah, maybe brainwashed, but I don't know what it is about autism that would make somebody possibly more susceptible, but what seems to be suggested in sort of opinion pieces that I've read is that autistic people are lonely and isolated, and some friendly face who happens to be a cunt from a nasty cult comes along and then brainwashes that autistic person and then turns them evil. That's the argument in a nutshell. And that can be incels. It can be like, terrorism and blah, blah, blah. Obviously it's bollocks, but I did wonder what you all thought of it. I gotta go find me a cult to join. Yeah, exactly. And I think, I think it's fair to say that being socially isolated can make you vulnerable to I'm gonna roll my words back a bit. I think being having low agency can make you vulnerable to certain narcissistic tactics. Love bombing, blah blah. Someone just mentioned, yeah, that's true. But I don't think it extends into the other stuff necessarily, any more than it would for neurotypicals. I don't think there's anything specifically. I do like if you watch my games people play videos in reverse sort of thing, not in reverse literally, but in reverse, it's a bit like, that's how you manipulate autistic people. Or do you know what I mean? Made by Eunice, me too. I'm trying to be. Hydro, art on the aisle. Hydrated be your name. Tiki, that's hilarious. Maybe an extra wish for logical consistency attend to. Actually, another maybe. I don't know. I want to say that there are vulnerabilities. There's vulnerabilities or disabilities. But not necessarily because of the disability. The focus is more on disability as opposed to the asshole taking advantage of it. Andrew Tate, for example, appeals to incels, right? It's not contentious. It's not a contentious argument to say I can bring receipts. But whether or not said incel is autistic or not, is that relevant? Is that a lonely, isolated autistic person, let's just say the trope, and a lonely, isolated neurotypical person? Okay, maybe the neurotypical person has like 10 friends, but what they really want is 100 friends. They feel just as isolated as the autistic person. It's really hard. I mean, it's hard to quantify and to... Ave Hydra, the Catnip be with you. Is she here? I sense her presence. No, it's Emma. You right? You catnipped. Okay, Emma is catnipped off her face right now. Bruce now has the catnip fish. Yeah, so I think it's a conversation to have. But yeah, it needs to be a bit more specific and a bit more directed to have it productively, I think. Autistic people not necessarily always seeing subtext is not necessarily a bad thing, is it? Could that be protective? I think, you know, a lot of manipulators work on the principle of, obviously, you know, framing and setting expectations, and that might not match with the autistic person. It could autism in that respect could be quite protective. Then the flip side is possibly not vis-a-vis narcissism. That could be a bit more of a kryptonite, possibly. It's interesting. I revel in not seeing subtext. Yeah, I mean, some people take it as it becomes a sport. But like, yeah, a lot of the subtext stuff, either choosing to not see it or being oblivious to it, may, in some respects, be protective too. If you don't see the subtext, you might not see the underlying motive. That's also true. Damn it, Lissa. Yeah, that's also true. Helen, you and me both. Nina would be the same. In fact, Nina was similar. So yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely. That feels protective to me, does it not? Does it not to you? I think it kind of like... Oh, we're getting proper Latin now. I think... Hang on. Hydra was from Greek or from Roman mythology? I'm oblivious to subtext and innuendos. Yeah, me as well, a lot of the time. I mean, obviously British culture... I you know, I've learned a lot, but I can bring to mind quite a few stories of me completely missing some hilarious innuendo for everyone else, but I've completely missed it. Japanese culture is all subtext. And a lot of autistic people love Japanese culture. Is Japan not Autism Island? Interesting, Mordant. Interesting. Thank you for sharing. I've no... No, that's Iceland. Yeah, maybe it's Iceland too. Maybe from the Isle of Man. The word feels Latin to me, but it's Greek. Hydra. Okay. So we shouldn't be going Latin. I think it's idealism of Japan culture, like Japanese culture, fits into a way of understanding things. Okay, yeah, all right, okay. I think I see what you mean. Japan is very culturally strong, right? Like they have a very clear culture, and it is quite a strong way of being. Very specific rules. High context society, they just tolerate foreigners because they're foreigners, right? Take care, Ashley. I'll catch up with you on the Discord. I want to visit Japan at some point. I really do. We have autistic cats in Japan, by the way. Not many. There's like, I think there's like 3. I get caught up in arguments all the time where someone sees the subtext don't intend. It's all to do with framing this, and unfortunately, the problem is like the framing can be completely. It often is in arguments. It's often the framing is completely wrong. either somebody is actually objectively incorrect, or there is some element of the framing of all sides of the argument being incorrect. Vis-a-vis profound autism, the framing of that is, it's not about autism, it's actually intellectual disabilities. It says so in their own words. It's their own fucking report says it. And I'm like, well, why don't you just, yeah, what's it got to do with autism? Please leave autism out of it. It confuses things for people. No one, yeah, that's my argument. That's my framing. Whereas, quote unquote, their framing is, no, it's because of this, blah, blah, blah. It's the same with ABA. The main thing that gets thrown at me is self-injurious behavior. Like ABA is needed to prevent people from doing self-injurious behavior. And it's like, well, okay, you know, your ABA works, but you've now given them PTSD. Now they have self-injurious behavior and PTSD to deal with. And you've spent a lot of money. Winning. So yeah, it's all about framing. And, you know, I tend to find, particularly people on this channel in the comments, well, not necessarily in the comments can be wild sometimes, but like in Discord 100%, that everyone's framing is obviously different, but it's not wildly different. Okay, it's like it's within a range, and it's a great way to be able to just discuss things and hang out and just talk about. Do you know what I mean? We're not like so cross purposes that we're clashing constantly. You know what I mean? I think that's the heart of the double empathy problem, by the way. This autodiff framing. It's reference points, isn't it? Neurotypicals have their set of frames. Neurodivergent folks have their own, and it's different. I mean, you know, we just look at things differently. Hard to load. Greetings. It's really cold out here. I wish I could package up some of this cold to send your direction. According to your video, ABA? Yeah, well, according to the sources in the video, I mean, ABA significantly, well, we can't say that, we can't establish a causation. There's just a very, very suspiciously strong correlation, sorry. A suspicious, yeah, ABA is very implicated. ABA is standing at the scene when the police arrive. You know, ABA is very much implicated in the deaths of a lot of autistic people. In one of the studies that I mentioned, you know, we're looking at several thousand in just that one sample. How many people are on the stream right now? Less than 100? I assume 100. It would be like 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 people. That's how many people are no longer here. And ABA's hanging in the room, going, "Oh, it wasn't me." Yeah. When you, it's you know, it's really frustrating. Like framing. I don't think I could have a conversation with Kaylin, for example. I think our framing is so different. Kaylin's framing is this saved my life, and it's obviously how she makes her living, and she owes her world to this thing, this beast. And my framing is not that, but I think that there's no overlap. So you know, it becomes more complicated to have any sort of discussion. Yeah, 85 says, yeah, it's a fairly quiet one this evening. That's all right. It's no problem. I used to do live streaming to nobody. Actually, that's not true. There was a decent crowd, like since the start, really. But like, it's still like a dozen people or whatever. But yeah, it's cool. Especially when I haven't advertised a stream. I've just started it like 10 minutes before it was due to start. Oh, good night, Ellen. I mentioned how many people because it's like, can you even like contemplate how many people that is? Like 3,000 people or 4,000 or 5,000 people that are no longer here. And the only difference in their is that they have had a ABA exposure. When you control for confounders, that being the only variable under test is whether or not there was ABA. Actually, the variable was how much ABA, not whether or not there was. It wasn't a binary thing. It was like how much. And the other fascinating thing is that there was no dose-dependent thing. So it wasn't like, you would expect the people that have more trauma, as it were, would have more problems. But actually, no. It was sort of any amount, really. So it wasn't necessarily like a 40-hour week thing. It was like, it kind of was a binary thing. It's like, was there exposure or not? This is not my video, really. Obviously, I amplified the data, but it's kind of sad. And if I were doing anything, if I had any intervention, I'd have to monitor for harms. Speaking of which, there's the right word. Confounded autism. It is the right word, but I think it's too niche. In my secondary school, about 3,000 people there. Yeah, there were 2,000 in my secondary school, and that was massive. Massive. My first day in that school, I walked into the wrong classroom. Yeah. Yeah, it's just shocking, really. It's just. Speaking of which, I think this is why we wouldn't have the ABA crisis in the UK, for example. In the UK, ABA would not pass ethics at all. So that's why you won't find ABA sort of on the NHS or anything like that. Just because it's not scientific, it's effectively a cult. So there you go. But that's not much comfort to those in the US and elsewhere that don't screen for efficacy and harms. They just do it, and it's a shame. And it also kind of blocks, because it's the big bad, I guess. It sort of blocks any other services from being offered, because if you are senior management of some health authority or insurer in the US, yeah, you're not really going to be looking into any of this. You're going to go, fucking hell, we'll have the gold standard then. Tick. You're not going to like go, does this person need somebody to help them for an hour a day with basic admin or, living skills or living tasks or anything like that? Nope, because that's not a choice. Because it's, because they've got the choice. There are ABA schools in the UK. Yeah, that's true. Chloe, yeah, 100%. You're right. Yeah, you're 100% right. ABA is a growing threat. I'm not underestimating it. There is a drive to get ABA in the, pushed into the UK 100%. There are practitioners here. There are, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying you can't get private ABA, as you can. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm biased. Jansen, isn't it lovely? Isn't it lovely? Isn't it lovely? And it's freshly washed as well. It's like freshly laundered. It's like super clean and lovely and cozy. My wife's wearing the garlic bread one right now. I reckon Nina is wearing the Dachshund one. There's a Dachshund donut one. It's like light blue. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, you know, as the wider autism community, do you want to know what is kind of sad? Do you want to know what's like? We're sort of ending on a sad, but no. Do you know what is kind of sad? We've not even got to talking about the good shit. The wider autism community, effectively, none of us are even able to have a conversation about the good shit. About well, what would good autism support services look like? There are charities out there that do stuff. We talked about them earlier in the stream. Scroll back. But because we have, like, for example, the ABA industry, because we have charities like Autism Speaks, my fluffy socks, Pardalo, got juice all over them, and I had to go and change in the stream. We haven't had an opportunity to talk about, or even debate and deliberate, or get this, right? We haven't had an opportunity to actually argue or have like a really satisfying fight over what autistic-led support should look like, and who gets the money, I guess, who gets the support, who gets the time, who gets the hour of life skills support, who gets any. We haven't had an opportunity to argue about that. We haven't had an opportunity to argue about the things that OTs do that are shit, and the things that speech therapists do that are shit. We haven't had an opportunity to do any of that. And we can't do that. We, big community, that's everyone, including the autism moms, including the Eileen Lambs of the world. We can't do that because people are so fucking obsessed with just slicing the autism spectrum into a billion different things. Mislabeling it, giving people lifelong trauma that increases hospitalizations by over 30%, which causes thousands of autistic people to unalive themselves every year, mostly in the US. Like all of that stuff is like just doesn't belong. You know? The biggest autism charity in the US. I'm not going to call them a hate group, but I mean, fucking hell. I mean, we could argue, we could have the debate if is Autism Speaks a hate group. We could legitimately have that as a conversation. This is wild. This stuff shouldn't be happening. As in like, does it even happen with other disability groups? Do they have their own version? So it's like we haven't gotten to the point of being able to have the debate and the deliberation about those things, and I don't think we'll ever get there because of the monoliths, because of the big, you know, systemic problems and abuses in the room. That don't belong there. That should fuck off. Oh, that's not a dresser. That's a shelf. Yeah. It's not okay. It's not. Thank you for pointing it out. Polly knocks things off the shelf all the time. It is absolutely not okay. She knows she's not supposed to be there. And if you would like to see how Polly reacts to me catching her being up there, you can watch it on the YouTube short that I posted. I posted a YouTube short just a few hours ago, and in there is a very short clip of Polly. Polly getting busted. It's a very short clip. Look where she is now. You see where she is now? Can you see? Yeah. Polly became an ornament. And at some point she knocked over the beautiful Nudibranch painting. that, right, hang on. That should be there, but she'd knocked it over. Because that's what Polly does. And there's squishies up there and all sorts. She loves to play with them. It's You're not going back. No? I know what she wants. She wants attention and she wants snacks. And she wants a nice fluffy towel here for her to sit on. There isn't one. Okay. Right, do I have... No. Do I have... I'm not drinking cold tea. I'm going to go make a fresh tea. And then we shall do... after party, we'll play some games, etc, etc. Just to give everyone a bit of a heads up about YouTube and stuff like that. I am working on a rather cool video. I am super interested. I think it's interesting and I'm super excited about it. It'll probably be out. I'm thinking Thursday or Friday, maybe. Thursday, Friday. Probably Thursday. There might be something out on Patreon over the weekend as well. But we'll see. I can't really say much more. Yeah. Sorry, there's so much going on right now. She's a princess. Her name. She looks like a puffball mushroom right now. Okay? If I cover her head on the camera like this, she literally just looks like a puffball mushroom. I am now a mycologist autist. This is my puffball. This is Polly Puffball. And I harvested her from a patch of other puffballs. This is the biggest puffball of them all. I can't think of anything to say. Polly needs ASA. Applied shelf analysis. Yes. Yes, she does. Yeah. She doesn't like Puffball. She's just a puffball with a face. Her full name is Princess Polly of Fluffybutt Castle. What? Her full name is Princess Polly of Fluffybutt Castle. Hello. Give me slow blinks. No? Okay. It looks like I'm gripping her around her neck. I'm not, I promise. She's just resting her head on my hand. Scott R says hi. She can't hear you. She has no idea what's going on. This cat behaves weirdly because she's deaf. So for example, so she never really understands other cats hissing at her or growling at her. They don't. Not so much anymore. There was a while. There was a time when, because she doesn't understand cat social rules. So there was a time, I can't really video it now. I've got some video of it, but I can't because everyone's kind of learned with each other. But she'd go and steal other cats' food, and other cats would go and growl at her. But she can't hear them. So So she acts like she's oblivious to the social rules of the other cats. The only time she's aware that they're annoyed is when she gets a slap. So do you know what I mean? So she's got this very strange attitude, just as a result of not being deaf. Wave at her long lost American cousin George. She's aware. She's just being a cat, not giving a shit now. She's sitting down over there by the bowl. I brought a treat bowl. And Snufkin, you absolutely adore Polly. She's sweet. But yeah, she's deaf. And she's weird. Well, Kitty, we have this thing. We have this like household law where we're debating whether or not she really is deaf, and not just it could be a ruse. She's just an absolute boss. Yeah. So yeah. I've heard of hearing impaired children being confused with being autistic and vice versa. Oh yeah. I can completely see how that can happen, yeah. She's not deaf, she just can't be bothered. Yeah. She's the only one that doesn't, unless there's some other cue or, we think of it. She doesn't miss out, okay? She always gets her treats. She gets more treats than a lot of the other cats do, that's for sure. She insists. She can open boxes and open cat pouches and all sorts of things. Understand each other's odd white cat behaviors. Yeah. You know what I mean, Lissa? It's odd white cat behavior. People say like ginger cats have got certain behaviors, which they do seem to, yeah. White cats have got this exaggerated odd white cat behavior. Yeah, it's a good way to put it. OWB. Odd white cat behaviors. OWCB. Some correlations between deaf cats and autism humans. Yeah. This is all true. Okay, so I always think housekeeping, like this is some sort of meeting. But yeah, there is going to be a video. Stay tuned, basically, because YouTube doesn't show... It makes sense, by the way. Yep. YouTube doesn't push videos out to people. It's not how it works. YouTube pulls them for viewers. So when you're browsing YouTube or whatever, it will pull content that it thinks you're going to want to watch at that time and then shows it to you. And any aspiring YouTubers out there, the thing to do is to upload videos at the same time every week. But especially neurodivergent or autistic, God forbid, YouTubers or ADHDers. Holy crap. ADHD creators tend to gravitate to shorts, I've noticed. But yeah. Do check the channel back in the next couple of days because there is going to be a cool video. I filmed some today. I'm filming the rest tomorrow. I've got some scary shit to deal with over the next couple of days, so I want to get it done before then, basically. So that'll be out. The weekend there may well be a Patreon video. But I can tell you what is going to happen in the next... I think we'll go at half an hour. Should we go at 1:30? Because I need a sandwich. We'll start the after party at 1:30 the hour. We'll start it in like 14 minutes. 14? No. 8. 12 minutes. Yours pop up at my screen. Helen, likewise. I tend to see you're like one of the first commenters. Or ring the bell, as Witcher Theory would say. Oh yeah. Oh shit. I saw a van today which had ring the bell written on it. I don't remember how excited you are, thank you. Miss Pat, yeah, it's that. Yeah, remember to slap the like button like it's a bad ABA therapist. Karen, thank you so much. I do use the bell thing and I turn it on because when you click it, it says unsubscribed, none, or personalized, I think, or all. I do use it and turn it on to all, but I only do it for like a few channels that I want to watch videos from. So I'm honestly blessed. Thank you so much. I appreciate that a lot. By the time you sign off, 3 minutes to make a sandwich. Transitions is the problem here. You get me. But yeah, we'll do a cool after party. We'll have some fun, and yeah, like I said, there's actually some really exciting like autistic AF channel stuff coming this year. There really is. There's some exciting buzzy stuff. Oh, speaking of buzzy stuff, we have a tiger now. You're welcome. Enjoy the tiger. Tiger's called Curly. It looks cool. I like Curly. So, any of you in Colorado, you can go see Curly in person. And you can see the little sign that says adopted by the Autistic Cats. And you can take a picture with it. Hi, Sabes. Curly is in Colorado, physically. Pardalo, yeah, watch the YouTube short. Yeah. Not a zoo, no. No, God, no. No. Watch the YouTube short. It's like 60 seconds. It's way more concise than me. I have 9 minutes to make a sandwich now. Okay. So I'll see you soon. Okay. I'll press the button. Okay, from Sabes and I. Oh, by the way, this is a proof of life thing. Look, Sabes is here. This is Sabes. Sabre. Thank you for the auto beep. Okay. See some of you after party patrons. Blah 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 blah. If you're interested, there's 3 tiers. All tiers have got access to Discord. Patreon manages it. You can unsubscribe or change your tier at any time. I don't get pinged or anything like that. My Patreon notifications are off. Do whatever it is you need to do. It's about you. And I will see some of you on Discord after party channel in 8 minutes. I still have time to make a sandwich. That's what we're gonna do. I'll see you there.